Pisces. Thank you for joining me. This is a little Valentine's Day tarot taster that I am providing. I'm trying something new. And I wanted to show you a little bit of my ritual here as well. In addition to sage that I already have burning, I like to smoke up this Palo Santo, not not smoke it up, inhale it, but just burn it up over the cards. It's a wood resin that is a clarifier and a purifier, and I got this from the Mojave Desert. I wish that you could smell it through the computer. But it's just something I do when I'm in my readings for each client. And I also wanted to show you how I draw the cards. I know I did the yearly forecast and I drew them a little differently. I used my hands to vibe them out. But when I'm typically in a reading and when I do the Astro Tarot forecast, this is how I read, or this is how the cards are drawn. Every reader is different, and unless you're doing an actual traditional spread like a Celtic cross or the Lover's Wheel, something very specific, the way you can read is just solely the relationship that you establish with the cards. So this is the first card for Pisces. Strength. It's the card of Leo, and it governs the reading. King of Rods, fire sign male, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, cup card for Pisces. Knight of Rods, moving, thinking about relocating, also a younger fire sign male, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Queen of Rods, in the mix with the rods. There's a lot of fire here. We are entering our cardinal ingress of March, of Mars, of Aries, of fire. Look at that, Page of Rods. You got the whole damn fire family here. King and the Queen, the Knight and the Princess, or the Page. Very androgynous card. The Page could be male or female. Look at that, World. Two major arcanas centering the reading. At the core is wish fulfillment. You have two more. Two of Swords, beautiful card. Blind faith, and maybe feeling the need to make a decision or conform to some type of authority. Speaking of authority, there's the Emperor, the boss. So, Pisces. Making this about love, okay? Some of you are dealing with an Aries, and some of you might be in a relationship with your boss or someone who is like an authority figure to you. That you would be either working for or in a higher ranking than you. You're making a decision in order to be more fulfilled in the cups. So Pisces, you've got the whole family here of these fire signs. And for some of you, it's that you're dating someone whose family is, I want to say the men in the family, they're looking the opposite way from this goal, okay? These two fire sign men are looking in opposite directions. The Queen is the only one who is centered. And quite frankly, she's the only one, with the exception of this Nine of Cups, but this doesn't represent people. The court cards do. She's the only one in the major arcana and the court cards that's looking directly at me. Everyone else has their one-eyed jacks, their one-eyed kings. Even the Strength has her eyes closed. See that? And the message I'm getting, and in Leo, we just had our full moon eclipse on the 10th in the sign of Leo just a few days ago. So for Pisces, you're about to be eclipsed on the 26th of February. Having this Queen looking forward, that's that's who you're paying attention to, or that's who you're drawing energy from. Some Pisces consider themselves the queen of fire. Perhaps there's this feisty energy around relationships with this card. You might feel feisty, or you might feel too that you need to fulfill some kind of creative goals. But I'm trying to focus this on relationship, but I'm drawn to the work aspects. Now, if this is just relationship, you have a decision to make, Queen. And I really am getting the feeling that you might need to turn your back on something in order to have the goal of relationship fulfillment. Perhaps some of you have one too many fire signs in the mix. These could be fire ascendants as well. But this is definitely some kind of dual decision, or the need to maybe conform to this hierarchy or boss energy. At the top of this, you are getting stronger. I want to call you Leo, but I think that's the eclipse energy coming through. You're getting stronger. Stay focused on what is truly the thing that you're creative with. With these being so many fire, maybe Pisces is trying to have one too many irons in the fire. Stick to what you're good at. And I'm sorry I'm branching off into career again, but I really am drawn to that. For those of you having a situation with a boss, he's present, but I have to say, he's stuck in something in the past too, and he's not giving you the full attention. Some of you have married affairs going on, or an affair with, or the idea of an affair, the emotional idea of an affair with someone who you consider the emperor, but he's not fully interested in you. He's looking back to his own past. You have a decision to, maybe you want to let all that energy go. Interesting. Because she has enough to focus on. Queen can generate her own passion. And I know that you're a water sign. I know you're normally the cup energy. You're at the center. But this card to me is representing you here because we're getting out of the Leo eclipse. We're going into fire. All this fire is what's happening in Aries too in March. So I feel like in terms of love, to have the goal fulfilled, some of these men or fire androgynous energies need to go. This is the emperor, this king of rods. And he's stuck in the past, and maybe he's a part of your past. Queen of Rods is on her own. She's very independent. If you are married, you might need to become a little bit more independent in your marriage. If you're not working, you're going to get your own job. And relocation might be necessary for you. The Knight of Rods is movement and moving. And maybe that's a part of your wish to move. And he's moving forward. And that's a sign too, Pisces. If you decide to relocate, you will then move forward with wish fulfillment. So if your environment is holding you back, I would switch it up. Thanks for joining me. I'm wishing you a sweet Valentine's Day. This is just a little tarot taster, so they're not going to be as long as the full forecasts. But I do appreciate you stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I appreciate your support, and happy Valentine's Day.